G'day, my name's Robert Gowdy and welcome to this week's video. Today's topic is, when is the right time to retire? So this video is not about when you can access superannuation, it's more about when is the right time for an individual to retire and what are the two key things we need to think about. And of course, one is financial, do I have enough? And two is more the personal side of things, is your body up to continuing to work? So let's go through the financial first. One is, do I have enough? Now that is always at the top of everyone's list in terms of, can I retire? Is, do I have enough money? Will I get age pension? The combination of my own money and Centrelink, how long will the money last in retirement? Or am I best to continue to work a little bit to supplement? So the best way to work this out is, one, you need to know approximately what you spend each year, and obviously know what your current financial assets are at the moment, not including your house, that is your home. There's no income coming from that, but it can be used down the track as a safety net, utilising the home equity scheme. So understanding how much money you've got now, how much money you need, and going to a financial advisor to complete some calculations. This is where I see some of the biggest aha moments, some of the biggest slouches in the chair, where people are really relieved to know that yes, they've got enough as a couple, and also many years down the track as a single. So going to speak to a good financial advisor that can do these calculations, that can provide that comfort for you. The other side of it is the personal side, the connection, the purpose, things like that. So I have seen people that have retired and living in a rural centre. We've often seen farmers that retire and they come into town, and they often said that they don't last long because they've lost their purpose, they've lost their connection to their farm and the land, and they haven't filled that void of purpose that they used to have with something else. So we've heard of that happening. I've also seen people that can afford to retire were told to say, well, you don't have to work, you can give it away. And in some of those scenarios, those people actually loved what they did. If you love your job and it gives you connection because you're around people, it gives you purpose, then reducing hours is always preferred in my view than to give up work completely. Or giving up work to get an age pension. I would always put work that you love and the connection and the purpose it gives you before getting a higher age pension as well. So there are some people out there that need to give work away from there can be a physical or mental health well-being point of view. If you've been a bricklayer or hanging plaster for the last 50 years, it's very hard on the body. Can you go past mid-60s? Some people can, some people can't. So some people are forced in retirement. But if you like what you do, it's not something that you have to do. I think you need to take into account your age. That if you're enjoying work, yes, continue on for as long as you enjoy doing it, but making sure you're getting the right breaks that allow you to do the bigger trips or the bucket list items that you may want to do while you're young enough and fit enough to do them. And I often see this where there's an age gap between spouses, that if you've got someone that's 65 and a younger spouse that's 55, that the 55-year-old may need to have more flexibility to take more time while the older partner is still young and fit enough to go and do a lot of those things. So be very mindful, particularly from a personal, psychological, emotional point of view, that you're getting that part right. I think money sometimes should be considered secondary. If you're hating your job, you've got enough money, give it away, go and find something else that brings you purpose. But if you actually love your job and gives you great purpose, connection with people, dealing with clients, then stick with it. Just reduce your hours over time. Say, hey, I won't be there for June, July and August. So get flexibility as you get older. Thank you for listening. If you've got any topics that you'd like me to cover, happy to do so, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks for listening.